What's up, guys? Inigami here, and let's go through Coliseum Pica on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Round 1 is gonna be versus Buffalo. Buffalo has Baby 5 as the mini-boss. We're gonna be using a Lucy friend captain. The mini-bosses, once again, are pretty easy compared to other stuff. Luffy team. Remember, you want to use red, green, and blue characters. Jack here is totally replaceable. You can swap him out for whoever else. Any other quick character will do. I'm just using him. That's a nice big stat quick character. Magellan gives us conditional attack boosts later on, which is going to be nice. And Shanks gives us the Sabo style damage increase for 2 turns. Round 4 versus Baby 5. Baby 5 only has 1.5 million hit points. She'll preemptively prevent damage from non-quick characters. And she is going to boost her defense, although it's not really that huge. It's not that crazy. And she will give herself defense down negation for 3 turns. So all those 3-turn things, we can use our Jack. Boom. It does get rid of 2 turns of either of those buffs, so you could stall a turn and attack her if you want to, but we don't need to. We're going to use Shanks special. Gives us that type boost, or that additional attack boost. And we're going to use Lucy special for the type boost. And the reason using Lucy here is because Baby 5 actually has a special erupt on orb boost. If you use an orb boost, she'll cut your health and clear all your buffs. And later on against Buffalo, he'll have a type boost special interrupt. So orb boost special interrupt on Baby 5, type boost special interrupt on Buffalo. Both of those are clear all your buffs and cuts your health. So here, we're going to make sure we hit some perfects. So I'm going to start off with our non-quick characters, hit those perfects, and then end on our quick characters. Kills Baby 5. I could have used Coliseum Magellan there to get a little bit more damage in case I didn't hit some perfects to get, make sure we actually kill her. Or I could have waited 1 turn. If you wait a turn, every turn Baby 5 is going to give you bomb orbs, in which case Shanks would get rid of those bomb orbs and give you other orbs instead. Oh, hey, look. I didn't know Lucy completely removes orb bind on himself. Ah, yes. 8,000 IQ right here. So we have the type boost from Lucy. Buffalo does have delay prevention, which doesn't really matter. We're going to use Magellan for that conditional attack boost. We're going to use Akainu for the affinity boost. And then Shanks for the additional damage once again. And we'll end on Akainu so that way we guarantee that red orb on Lucy. And you could use Luffy for a delay. Not delay, just the damage. But who cares? And there you go. Easy peasy. A lot of teams will beat this. First 3 stages, or first 2 mini-bosses, very easy. It's whenever you get over to Pica that things get harder. Round 2 is versus Gladius. Gladius is a quick character. He does have 4 million hit points, and he will silence characters. He has resilience, so he doesn't die if you just kill him with regular attacks. But you know what? Dofi will handle this. And what's extra nice is that stage 4 is not actually a mini-boss. Stage 4 is just 6 fodder units. They will have damage threshold, and they will have percent damage reduction, but we're just going to use Raid Zoro to get rid of that. And then everyone else you bring is just any way you can increase your damage as much as you can. Alright, round 4 is just 6 fodder units. They're going to put up that damage threshold and that percent damage reduction. Make sure if you're using Cavendish, you use Cavendish before you use Zoro. Otherwise, he's going to clear your buffs. After that, besides Cavendish and Zoro, you can use anyone you want. You can also just use like a double Dofi-driven team with Zoro sub. It doesn't matter. We're going to use Cavendish. We're going to use Zoro so that we get rid of those buffs. We're going to use Enel for the chain boost. And this is actually Fortnite Hogback, who gives us a conditional attack boost on characters who are delayed, and Fortnite Buggy, who delays people. So that's also nice. We're gonna attack with whoever. Side characters. This stage always has the same color patterns, so bringing some side characters are nice. We're gonna deal 26 million damage here. Or yeah, it's 26 million damage. So it's a little bit of overkill here on Gladius. Gladius silences our subs for 7 turns, has 7-turn resilience. He has 4.2 million hit points. He attacks for 8,800. We're going to do a little bit more damage. He actually has health. That's okay. If he survives turn 2, he'll poison you, and if he gets low health, then he'll do a lot of damage. And right now, Gladius doesn't have an on-death effect, but he will in just a second. And on the final stage versus Pica. Pica, we are going to use a real team. We're going to be using a 6+ Luffy friend captain with Treasure Map Luffy team ourselves. I do also have a zombie team that works great, very, very safe. There's only like 2 places you can die with a zombie team. But Pica does have 20 million hit points. He has a special erupt if you use a health cutter. So if you use a health cut, he puts up a huge barrier. I think it's a huge health barrier that you're basically not going to get through. And you cannot poison, strongly poison, nor toxic him. So no Magellan stalling. Captain abilities work great. So if you have a Magellan captain, you actually use Magellan's captain ability to cut his health at the end of each turn. That works fine. Brook also works well to cut health at the end of each turn. That's Legend Brook to cut health at the end of each turn. And of course, if you have Katakuri, Katakuri works great as well. So first few turns, we're just gonna stall it out. See you on stage 3. Going out of stage 2, I am going to look for a matching orb on my Luffy and my Lin. Because Luffy and Lin, you want to have them limit broken, so that way your friend Luffy and Lin will get their orb bind removed. So you actually have matching orbs in both of those characters. Buffalo has a little over 2 million hit points. We're going to use Neptune special here. Neptune, you need to have him limit broken, so that way whenever you use another special, his special will get rewound by 1 turn, so we can have him ready for Pica's fight. And now we're going to attack. Remember that I am using Zunisha ships, so my Barto will not get fully boosted here. In fact, he's only going to be boosted by friend Luffy, so we're going to generally just start off with Barto. End on everyone else. Hit him really, really hard here and kill him over 2 turns. We don't want to take an additional hit because that would that will put us in a very bad spot for stalling. So you really want to make sure your Luffy has a matching orb when you leave stage 2, so that way you make sure you have one on stage 3. If you leave Buffalo alive till turn 3, Buffalo is going to blow away a random sailor for 3 turns and boost your orbs by 1.1 times for 3 turns. Gladius. Gladius is pretty dangerous. He is going to have... he's going to silence your bottom 4 characters for 5 turns. We're going to just stall that out. What's really going to help is having pinch healing on Luffy and on Neptune. So we're going to start our attacks here. Doesn't matter where they go. We're going to do a bit of damage. We're going to get him to about 30% health before we burst him down, because we need to make sure we hit 3 perfects with our Luffy, so that way Luffy can carry over to the better buff next turn. Recovery orbs aren't going to do very much for us, since recovery orbs, we do have recovery down from stage 3. You could take recovery orbs, but really they only heal for like 17 right there, so it's really not much at all. If you have any more than 30,000 hit points, or at least with this team, it's going to go away because he will despair on turn 2 and every 3 turns after that. If your health gets low, this is where pinch healing comes in handy. Otherwise, just pass the turn, eat your whatever baby recoveries you have if you want to. Gotta take 2 more hits here before we can use our Barto's special. Attack once again, get that sweet pinch healing. And whenever Gladius dies, he's going to deal 50,000 damage to us on death. So that's going to be not pleasant at all. 1 more turn for pinch healing. Thank you very much. Healing 2,000 per turn is way better than healing 1,000 per turn. And so depending on what cooldown your Neptune is right here, that's if you're going to have to stall another turn or not. So my Neptune's at 7 turns. That with the 5 specials I have means I can burst right now. You could also use Gladius, use Barto, pass 1 turn, and then use Neptune, and then use your Luffy and Lin next turn. So if you pass 1 turn here, he will despair you, but we'll have Lin to get rid of that despair. So you can pass 1 turn, we can take an attack here, lower his health just a little bit more, but not too low because we don't want to accidentally kill him by the 3rd attack. Now you have to kill him while you have at least one turn on Barto's special still. Use Luffy's special. Get the chain boost and the orb boost. And then use Lin for recovery orbs, gets rid of despair, and gets the chain or combo hit attack boost. So you want to use high combo hit characters first, like Barto and Rob Lucci ideally. And make sure you hit 3 perfects here. 1, 2, 3. And now we go into the final stage. So Gladius dies, he deals 50,000 damage, and we are going to get ready to close the game. Because if Pica is quick, we need to close the game before our turn starts. We're going to pay attention. Pica's green, that's totally fine. If Pica is yellow, that's the easiest. Oh, Pica yellow. Oh, perfect. There's color change. Whoops. So Pica turned into yellow. If you have to see that right there. If he turns into blue, immediately close the game. So hit the home button on your screen, close the game out, so that way you reset. So that way you can get Pica to turn into a different color. But since Pica is yellow, that's actually the best we can ask for. Since here, we're going to have 2 characters that are strongly boosted against Pica. So everyone else, if he's red, obviously you end with your Luffy. If he's blue, you end with their Luffy. If he's purple, you end with Lin. Because Barto is not getting much damage at all. And if he's green, if he's blue, you really don't have a Dex character, so you have to reset and have him change to a different color. Pica has 20 million hit points. Well, you saw it, preemptive color change. He prevents all sorts of poisons to himself, so he presents toxic, strongly poison, and weak poison. He has no other debuff protections, so we can use Rob Lucci to delay and get that conditional attack boost. We can use our Luffy for the affinity boost. And we already have the good orb boost from our friend Luffy, so we can use Neptune to get rid of the despair and also to get rid of resilience buff on Pica. So Pica does have 20 million hit points. We're going to attack with no one else has high combos, so we're just going to attack in whatever order, ending on Neptune and Rob Lucci, who's going to do the most damage because they get the double affinity boost. If Pica survives every single turn, he's going to change his color, and he's going to swap between setting himself to a 1-turn attack and clearing all buffs. And of course, he does have that special interrupt where if you cut his health, he will put up a 4-turn, really high health barrier. He's going to silence your character for 10 turns. And I think that's it. Anyways, let's kill him. Ooh. And remember, if you do not kill, if you leave him with a tiny smidge of health, you do have a second turn to kill him. On a second turn, you can do around 1 million damage. So if you barely leave him alive, you could leave him alive with like a teensy bit of health, kill him on a second attack with about 1 million damage. Anyways, guys, that's one free-to-play team. Zombie free-to-play team works great. And a few other teams after this. Thanks, Blazing Gamer, for giving us that super cool, dope team. Blazing Gamer, always the coolest kid. Once again, I've been Zenigami. Oh, wait, what does Pica do? What does Pica do? I did have... We do have a character ranking video on YouTube that has what Pica does. But let's go over it anyways. Pica is a Dex-driven powerhouse character. Pica. Dex-driven powerhouse character. He doesn't have a captain ability. His captain ability does nothing until you swap into him. So what he does is captain ability. This is basically blank. What it says is that if Pica becomes your captain in the middle of a stage, not right now, but when he evolves, he'll reduce your damage taken by 70%, boosts his own attack by 6 times, and cuts enemies' health by 10% at the end of each turn. His special ability deals 300,000 fixed damage to one enemy and makes him your captain for 3 turns. So, doesn't boost any sailors, boosts himself for a lot. His captain ability, reducing damage by 70%, basically is a way to get around damage reduction special interrupts. So you can use him to help tank a few turns. 10% health cut at the end of each turn means you can cut his health a little bit. And his sailor abilities Reduce his own special cooldown by 2 turns when rewound, and reduces silence on himself by 3 turns. Anyways, guys, new Pica Coliseum. Good luck farming it. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all stay beautiful.